Then you had South Carolina, and that was a real quick turnaround within 2 days. You lost game 1. You guys were 6 minutes away from 0-2 and no goals, and yet you found it with Seymour 3-1, Chinner 3-2.
Chinner's goal was sick.
Dude,
I thought Chinner was doing the Frozen camera for a while.
Wait. Let DJ tell the story here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Then we got Mayo off Johnny Mack for 3-3, and then Jay Burton double overtime. So take
There
the
it is.
away. Go at those.
Deej, TV timeout before the series. How many OT winners did Jerry Burton score in that series?
2 OT winners and 3 game winners.
There you go. Wow. There you go.
That's wild.
Big time, baby. That's big
Eric
time.
Harvey had the other game winner in that series.
That's big time.
Game one, Trevor Gillies crunch ammo to the head.
Yeah.
Remember that?
And then Schultze.
And Schultze.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Not a single nailer
No
shot.
penalty.
No.
No nothing. And I remember him just like flexing at the
No,
fans.
he got a 5. He got a 5 for one of them.
He's got a 5
I remember
for
Johnny.
ammo.
That guy hunted you into the corner so hard, and you stood him up. That was the best part of the whole playoffs for me.
You know what, kid? It's better edges. That's all you got.
That reverse hit.
The reverse hit
that
in the
reverse
corner.
hit might have changed the series.
The whole series, he's like,
Johnny
I'm a
Mack's
fucking animal, and I'm like, you're not no animal. I'm like, he just fucking murdered you.
Yeah.
Like everyone is these like skinny.
Yeah.
Everyone is these like skinny, cool, like skilled hockey players that are doing this shit. And then we have Johnny Mack, who's like a jacked human being, 6'3", 250.
He's a
and he's doing
moose.
skilled stuff. And then their team was like, how do we stop this man? They sent Trevor Gillies after him. Johnny Mack kills Trevor Gillies, and then the season ended. The series ended.
That's it.
And
Pack your bags,
then
boys.
Miller mocked him. Miller went like this. And
Miller. Yeah.
He made the good edges comment, and Mellor was standing by with no knees.
No knees. That's so funny.
I'm so thankful that he didn't kill me because it could have happened.
No, dude, Mellor, listen, bro. You're an animal, bro. He couldn't handle Scotty Neens. Are you kidding me?
No, that's right. I was a skilled hockey player at that point, right?
I honestly think the only thing to talk about in that South Carolina series was when we won game 2 out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, though.
Nowhere.
Where were we down? 2-0, 3-0 going into the third.
Down at the end, but
Bodie and the boys scored. Like, what was the deal?
We played for about 5 minutes. We played for 5 minutes, DJ, I think.
Yeah. 55 minutes we were sleeping.
So, 1 sec. Let's let DJ comment.
Yeah. DJ's brain's better. Let's go.
3-0 with 6 minutes left. And
there you go.
Like Bertie said, you guys just literally turned it on out of nowhere.
There you go, baby.
So, DJ, think about this. We have 6 minutes in the third period where we just finally turn it on. We win in overtime. We jump on a bus back to Wheeling and we
party
our faces off. Like,
yeah.
No one celebrated game who wins like the Nailers.
Graduation.
Yeah, listen, when you won a game in the playoffs as a member of the Nailers, you got after it. And it was a great time. Because you know what? It's a long series. And we're going to enjoy the wins. And we're going to enjoy 4 of them each series.
You can't skip the part where Bakes lights that guy up coming across center.
There it is.
Hey,
game 6?
Tell it.
6.
Game 6, yeah.
Deej, honestly, so
that guy with the red beard?
Yeah.
Saucerman?
Saucer. Poor bastard. Deej, honestly, man, we went.
So hold on. At this point, Ficker, me and you are D partners, right?
Hey, I honestly think
we're D partners.
I think one of the biggest points of that whole series was the fact that we got back from that trip, that long bus ride, having the time of our lives, but we partied for like 3-4 days straight. Like, we didn't even touch on graduation, fellas.
That was graduation. That was after that game.
Was graduation after game 2?
Graduation was after game 2.
Yeah. Oh, then touch on graduation. You go with it. Paulie, you were the Torquay. You guys were the.
Sturdy graduated. Sturdy
You were the
graduated.
ceremony host.
I was a valedictorian.
I don't. You can go.
I
Paul
honestly
can't go.
Yeah, I think that was one of the biggest moments of like that whole series. The fact that like we had 6 minutes of good play in game 2. We came back and partied like absolute rock stars. And that's what set us up for
It's hilarious after game 2.
big game 2, and then decided that was what's going to bring us to the next level. Like that's
But winning game 2 wasn't a shock for us because we did the same thing in Florida and Reading, and then again in South Florida.
So with Tabes, you go. Tabes, you go.
Oh no, I was just saying we did the same thing in the finals when we went to game 2.
Yeah, he's skipping ahead. He's skipping ahead. He's 2 skips, man. There's too many skips ahead, though.
Space.
Yeah.
Pick it up. You had something. You're rolling.
Okay. No. I was just about the Soko series. Whenever
Tell me about the guy
came
that had
back
his
after
head
winning
down.
Team Hole.
Graduation, bro. Go into graduation.
Well, Meller wanted to touch on the head down and Biggs hit him.
Yeah, but that's not till game 6. Graduation was game 2. You got to make your way
you
through
gotta
this.
go for a game.
From the timeline, bro.
Game 2.5, 3 days long.
So we win game 2, and we had no business. We had no business winning game 2 with the way we played, but we still did. So then we're all like, "Holy, we could actually like steal this whole fucking thing. Like we're fine." And then we started partying. We started doing our own thing. And then we're talking to some of the boys. And they're like, "Oh, like we're on university teams now. We're here now, but we didn't get to graduate." So we're like, "Well, let's have a graduation
So Biggs,
for you."
who would have been? Who'd have that been? Like Schultze? Who else?
Schultze,
I believe Fick
and why
Tabram. Yeah, and then we're talking about all the recent boys, and then we're like, then we're realizing on our own team, we're like, fuck, there's some boys that have been here for a while that haven't graduated from university because they
didn't get to walk the stage. They didn't get to do the full
They didn't get to
thing.
walk the stage.
Yeah, they graduated, but they didn't get to do it.
Okay, Brady, so you want to take over? Or?
Nope, pedestrian.
So then we're gonna like, okay, we're gonna do a fucking walk the stage night. So me and Torx knows some people in Wheeling because he's been there a while.
He graduated from high school there.
And, we started getting Wheeling.
Yes, that was a good one, Cat. That was a good one.
I graduated from Wheeling.
Good one. That was
Wheeling High.
Took me a second.
We started getting some robes. We started getting some hats. We're like, we're gonna have a graduation night. And then, we just rallied up the boys. Does anybody have a pick to send each?
Numerous.
Pick. I got the pick if you want it.
Yeah.
So we had a whole graduation night. We had a whole ceremony. Paul Trinfrini was the valedictorian. Torx was the dean. I was the principal. When everybody walked across the stage.
I was a freshman.
It was great.
Yeah, it was great. It was unreal.
I had actually been doing my degree online during our time. My last few years, I had done pretty well academically, so that's.
Can you come a little lower, Chinner?
I will say.
You sound like you're echoing.
Thanks, bud.
I gotta go.
Makes
boys.
it easier now.
Does Paul have a webcam? Like, what's going on here? Like, what is
down
the
to the
deal?
bottom of my computer?
Harry's got a lead.
I don't know.
All right, so game 6, South Carolina, like you guys talk about how confident you were in that series, but obviously you had to come back from down 3-2. You were down 2-0 in game 6. Was there something in that game that kind of turned things around and got right back on track?
Frankie's talking about game 6.
I'm not. I don't know if this was like a game 6 thing, but I just remember how big the battles in Sewerball were before the game.
6 and 7.
I'll tell you what, I will take you on right now. It's your biggest rivalry, I swear, honestly.
It was me, James.
Yeah,
James,
me and you.
I would kill you. I would kill you.
I'm telling you right now,
You're a joke,
my biggest
man.
rival of anybody I've ever played with.
That was so fun.
Man, I'm. Oh my god.
But I think that's exactly it. I think we had like absolutely humongous rivalry against everyone. Like I remember hating Paul Chinfridi to no end.
Yes.
Sewerball, and I just wanted to.
Do you guys want to explain Sewerball?
Say it. What was Chitter's team on Sewerball?
Oh, it was Chinner, Wido for sure. Who else?
Wido,
There's no chance I was on Chitter's team.
I would never have been on Chinner and Wido's team, and that was for sure them.
Chinner sucked.
Makes explain Sewerball quick for the viewers.
It was something I was
If
good
they're
at.
still listening.
It's
going viral. Yeah, we're gonna
something I was the best at. Better than James.
The soccer game before the game. The soccer game before the game that got way too intense.
Well, so to warm up before a game, you usually play, you try to get physical, and we play a game where you bounce the ball in the air, and the best person at it was me.
No.
And everybody else would get jealous.
You would just complain until somebody would quit.
Dude, that's horrible. You weren't even close. You weren't even in like the top 6. You were like 8 to 10 range.
You were top 20, man.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold was good.
It would be Stone Cold and Bakes in the finals because they would just argue with everybody until they just are like, fuck.
Till they won.
Gone.
Till they won.
Back at a good
No. Listen, those battles were intense. Way too intense.
Everybody hated each other.
I feel like those battles were more intense than the actual game.
Yes.
Internal competitive. Internal. You need the competitive edge internally.
I think
each one of us wanted to be the best of the best to rub it in everybody else's face. And then
Once
we
you
wanted
get a
to
win,
go
I would
together,
literally
yeah.
I would ride it out every time. Oh, challenge. Yep, we're going. Yep, we're going.
Johnny Mac, you may be the best card player, but you're not the best Sewerball player.
Not
you're
the best.
a mediocre Sewerball player, a great card player.
Oh my arms! I would go
Derek, why are you even talking about Sewerball right now, Derek? You should be at home right now. You are a joke at Sewerball. A complete joke. Complete joke. Tail tucked. Go home. See you later.
I would double touch like it's my job. You were pussy feet. You're clown feet. You're sitting here clown feet, man.
Arms, I don't know if you're in the top 10.
Arms was not in the top 10. Arms was
I was a 1 or a 2.
No,
Bakes
dude, you were at a
10.
big size 20 clown feet.
Arms and Bakes were in the same category, 8 to
they were
10 to
both-
15.
No.
Jerry, give me how many people would play?
20.
I would honestly say in this
8 to 10. 8 to 10.
I would say out of the guys in here, it was like 17 guys.
So give me your top 5.
What is Jerry? Choose.
Why does Jerry get to pick the top 5? He's
No,
going to put
because
himself
Meller
in
and
the
Bakes.
Five.
Because Meller and Bakes have such a riff. I need Jerry. He's like an unbiased.
Me and Bakes, it
I
would be.
literally
We would be
didn't
one
know
of the
play.
first two. We would be the
That's
first
where
2
he
out.
should be.
Unless Jerry says I'm in the top 5, I'll never agree with anything.
Jerry, who's
Why
your
not?
top 5 then from the Sewerball?
Honestly, like an honest opinion of guys who could play, I would say one guy
Go
that I
6
think
if you need to.
one guy in the top 5 that I wouldn't want to give in the top 5 is Chinner.
So his opinion is completely thrown out the window.
Pride.
Completely
First
thrown
name
out the
out.
window.
First name out.
I'm giving Chinner's that because like Chinner had a lot of enemies and he still could battle them off.
We don't need the. We don't need the side
Commentary.
points.
You don't need the commentary, eh,
Say
Bakes?
the names.
Yeah.
You were 1,000% not top 5.
But Jerry,
Yeah.
we all like you because your integrity. We need your integrity here. Your top
Jerry
5
was
juniors in
voted
it.
Mr. Integrity by the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins
So-
one.
You are a joke. You're a liar.
Not top 5, and 1,000% I beat him up in Florida as well.
Want to take that opportunity?
Nice, bro.
I
Nice
kicked your
job.
ass in Florida and
Nice
I
job.
beat you at 2-touch every.
No way. No way.
Dude, yeah, 100%. Me beating Bakes every game in South Carolina fed me into feeling in those games.
Yes.
That's why I was a
And
good
you scored
player
3
for my
winners.
team.
3 winners,
Exactly.
baby.
OT winners.
So thank goodness
Because-
I beat
because
Bakes.
I knew
I beat Bakes in those Sewerball games.
Yeah. Before game 6, you crushed Bakes. made you feel good. You went out and
DJ,
scored double overtime winner.
Hey,
Put your
DJ,
finger in
make
the
sure-
air.
Hey, DJ, make sure this is recorded because this is the truth.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, DJ, I needed to make sure the skilled players needed to be coddled. They needed to be petted.
Okay, so now you're a guy that just
before
kind
the
of
game.
Oh, so you don't
now you're a
compete?
guy that
Before
likes
the
that. You
game.
don't
Yeah.
work as hard as you
Shut
possibly
up.
can.
You don't compete?
What
You're
you
not a
don't?
competer?
Hey, no,
Don't
Bracer,
compete?
1 second, please. Somebody else is
Sorry.
trying to talk.
Sorry, man. Sorry, bro.
So, Jared,
Hey, Cap.
to be able to perform, you need to be petted. You need to be coddled. So I would
No,
let
hey,
him
so
win
what you're saying is you
two
don't
touch
compete.
on purpose so he
No,
would,
you
he would,
don't
he
work
would
as
play
hard.
our hockey more.
Hey, you don't work as hard as you want to. That's what it is.
Here's your cushion. You needed a cushion.
All right,
Another
Jerry,
cushion
so
for Jared.
Gary, so I was number 1. Who was number 2?
You were number 1, Paul. Top 5. You were probably 5th.
Yeah, you were 5. You were 5.
5. Beat it. Chinner, beat it. You're 5. You weren't the best.
So who was 4? Who was
Well,
4?
one was me for sure.
Okay. Okay, tough guy.
Tough guy.
Arm was 17. I don't remember where everyone else fell in there. I think.
Yeah, dude.
I think
I was in the mix.
Quasi was a neighbor killer. He would always
Yes.
the person
I
on the
go-
side
hey,
of him.
I
Big time
had
neighbor
I had a
killer.
weird
Ricochet.
I was worrying about our captain Baker's ego, but then our relationship as the first guy you knew in Wheeling. So I was always kind of between a rock and a hard place.
Stuck in the middle.
Exactly.
That was
You
big.
just sacrifice yourself.
That was Bake's cutting deals again.
Cutting deals.
Cutting deals. You're
I
right.
can't even believe Mel even thought like, "Oh, Biggs, me or you." Like, what?
I was 10 times better than you, but you would just argue
even-
until I got pissed off and I would
When
leave.
are we gonna
I
let?
would get so mad, I would just
Are
leave.
we gonna let
Yeah,
Jake
leave the rest
speak
of the
his
stuff.
next
Thank you.
I
question?
get so mad.
Hey, Bake.
Let DJ speak his next question.
Hey, wait. And through
He's got
all
a date
that,
tonight, eh?
We still haven't heard the top 5. I need to hear the top 5. Jury, am I in there?
It was,
Top 5.
it was Biggs and Quaz.
No.
That's it.
Quasi was.
Everybody else
I would
move
say it was
on.
me, then Bracer, then
You're an absolute joke, Jared. You're an
Yeah.
absolute
Hey,
joke.
I'll say
I
Arm.
don't even want to hear the rest.
I'll
feel
say
it.
Arm.
I don't even want to hear the rest.
Top 5, baby.
You're an absolute joke.
And Chinner's in there.
Absolute joke.
Yeah, Chinner's 5. Chinner's 5.
You chose Chinner. You chose Chinner. You're an absolute joke.
You don't put me
No way
on.
you changed that. There's no way Turner was better than
So
me.
who's 4th, Jerry?
I'll give Biggs 4th because he's crying the whole
No
time.
way, bro. That guy didn't even
way.
make a final.
How it works, Jerry.
Biggs, you ever win a match at all in the
Never.
time you were in the wheel? Did you ever win a championship?
I love
No.
how everyone's debating whether Biggs came 4th. We know for sure that Burst was 1st, Bracer was 2nd.
What about
Who's
Big Blue
Bracer?
Fernandez?
Who is
What about
Bracer?
Big Blue
Yeah,
Fernandez?
Who's
All
Bracer
right,
when you say
moving on.
that?
Bracer,
Deej, listen, can you believe that through all the tiffs that Meller and Bakes had going into Game 6 in Sewerball, they somehow found a way to combine like Scotty Stevens and Scott Niedermeyer to crush that son of a bitch from
That's
South
hockey,
Carolina
Good
That's
in
hockey.
segment.
overtime.
Player.
And then Jerry Burton went out and went top bunk on that loser goalie, and it was done. It was over. It was done.
And at that point, I don't think you guys, there wasn't a chance in the world you were losing Game 7. Like, as soon as you guys won Game 6,
It's over.
oh, man, this is done.
We're gonna win the wheel.
We were
Yeah, man.
blasting
Well,
bad boys
North
after Game
Carolina.
6 in their home.
Bad boys.
So we were going back.
What about the Allen series, Deej?
Well,
Oh, what about Game
the other thing
7,
about
D?
the South Carolina Game 7 is the lone guy to score in both Game 7s. You guys hinted at his value earlier, was Quasi.
Quasi.
I mean,
Scored against
guys,
Reading,
I
so-called
think we all agree that I should have been the captain.
Yes.
No, right place, right time. Right place, right time.
Oh, you put your work in, Quasi, baby. You did it.
You betcha.
That's it. Deej, who scored that eruption in the third period? Tell us the names.
Young line. It
Third
was
period, we were
fucking
tied at
Jared
2,
and,
and it was Burton to go
Wide open
3-2,
moment.
Quasi to go 4-2, and Loney to go 5-2.
The is
Lindsay, baby.
Who was in net?
I is a.
That was the
How
bomb.
minus was I?
Pause. I was hoping for a break.
Was 30 plus or minus?
Don't know. But you know what? So Torque, you and Frankie, we were talking about this. Frankie kind of alluded. We'll hop to the Allen series. The game we talked about before we started recording, which was just the craziest of crazy games, was the game 2 against Allen, where you guys go 7-1 in the second period. Johnny Mack, a shorthand netter to make it 7-1.
Game winner.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to start the third, and then Frankie has to go in and literally save the day to tie the series.
Wow, I didn't say save the day, but
Short-handed Johnny Mack, not a big deal.
DJ, I just got a question into my phone here. Who was the first Wheeler Nailer ever to score a goal in that series?
Was it you or the first?
Shane Baker.
No.
Let me guess.
I was just checking my phone here.
That phone must not be working if that's what you're throwing out. Must not have any sort of internet or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm asking any first in Navan, Ontario.
Yeah.
Hits there first.
No,
They scored,
we'll let
they scored
Frank,
5 in the first 5 minutes, and I was -9. And that's the truth. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
How did we not stop them from scoring 7 goals in a row when we were up 6-1?
7.
We couldn't stop them. We couldn't stop them.
We couldn't stop them.
So I will say, going
here's
into
what
the
I
third
got
period,
from that night is, so I remember after the first period, or second period, obviously we were up like, I think it was 6-1.
7-1.
7-1. And five in net, and everybody's good. So I'm outside the room in Allen, Texas with Seamus. And I'm doing like arm workouts with Seamus. He's like, oh, you would never even go in at this point. And I'm like, workouts with him. And so then we go out for the game, and then it goes 7-2, 7-3, 7-4, and now it's 7-4. I looked at Torx on the bench because Torx was our defense. He does nothing, so I said, okay, I'll wait here. 7-5, I look at him. At 7-6, I look at him. He goes, get in the fucking net. So I hop over the boards.
Frank, was that before or after the timeout?
There's 10 minutes left.
Before.
10 minutes left. 7-6.
Because we called the timeout after, I think, the 6th goal. Finally, our head coach jumped in.
7-6. It was after 5 goals. I finally look at Uncle Torquey, and Uncle Torquey says, get in the fucking net.
Are we mad about that?
I mean,
no. DJ, to talk to that point, I will say, and Ficky and I always talk about this. So for the last 2 minutes, I was on the ice. I'm pretty sure I'm with McCarron.
Johnny Mack was out there as well.
Johnny Mack, not a person on the team that wanted to hop over the boards at that point.
No,
because everybody was getting dashed.
No, everyone's like, I want no part of this. So I'm with Mac, me and Mac, and I can't remember if it's Wides with us or whatnot. Vicky's with us, so we're with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, I iced it 5 times. You guys are both telling me to stop icing it.
Vicky gets the puck, and he's carrying it up the ice. I'm headmanning it, so if Vicky headmans it, I can at least maybe dump it in for a non-icing.
Yeah, that's what it was.
An empty net. And I'm like, Vicky. He doesn't. He shoots it at the empty net. Misses. Icing.
A lot.
I'm like, holy. We're in one right now. It's 45 seconds left. He's like, Arms, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, you shut the fuck up.
No, and Jeff Christian's yelling at me. He goes, Army's out of shape. He's out of shape. I said he's been out there for 3 minutes. I told you he's out of shape.
We're literally on the ice. It's me, and I can remember it clear as day. Me, Ficky, and Mac sitting. We're going back for a face-off. We're about at the face-off, and Ficky's screaming at me. I'm screaming at him, and Mac is yelling at the both of us as what our assignment is. And I'm like, holy, we're in one right now. God, we got it.
And they had
we iced it another time after that too.
Yeah, but at this point, it was Ficky, Sterney, and Seams. How many minutes do you guys pay in that third period when it was just it was 3 you guys rolling, that's it. 3 you guys.
Yeah, then everyone else would be yelling at me. I'd be like, man, I don't fucking know.
We're turning around like, let's go out there, and he's like, no.
I was dash 4, and Torquay's like, this is your shift. This is your shift.
What a D coach, eh, Sturdy? Unbelievable, man.
I was listening to the head there. I would have just rolled the boys even ice time.
Big
Torquay, you did a fantastic job, man. I don't think anybody can complain.
I remember the one time Bakes was like, why did you watch the video when we were roommates? I'm like, man, what am I going to do watching videos? The finals.
Hey, DJ, I got to step in real quick and say, on the bench in game 1 or 2, there's like Gillies is yelling at our bench. Wido decides to step up and yell back at Trevor Gillies. Gillies turns to the bench and is like, not going to happen, Wido. Wido's like, oh, shit, not the guy I want to pick on. So Gillies is yelling. He goes back to his bench. Their coach starts yelling at our bench. I'm like, oof, we're in one right now. Torquay comes from the DN, and I look, and Torquay's in a full-on yelling match with their head coach. And I was like, oh, man, this is going to be a series.
All for one, baby. All for one. Unbelievable.
It's easy behind the bench. You can just yell at everybody. Don't got to back it up.
Hey, we missed Meller's chirp on Gillies that series too. Eh? We skipped past that when he did this to their whole bench in the wheel.
How I didn't get killed is amazing, honestly.
Meller, you went out and scored the game-winning goal and rubbed it in everybody's faces. No.
That was finals, man. That was in the finals. I scored that highlight reel.
Yeah. Sorry.
Assisted by you, I know. Assisted by you, but
of course.
Can we talk about in the finals when with the top off and Wards threw the club off the top of the fucking place? What happened?
It's slippery. No, it's not.
Caught. It was loose in the grip. The grip was ruined.
Wards, you're the worst athlete.
Ward's like, what? Dude, come on, man.
Not a good athlete, that guy.
No, terrible.
I'm a multi-sport, Jerry.
You got one more win in the Allen series, which was Meller's sick mitt game winner in game 3. And then
possible goalie interference, but
and unfortunately we get hosed in game 4 because of goalie interference, which clearly wasn't.
No.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for clarifying that for everybody out there that's
hey, can we get Lambert in this conversation?
Yeah.
Pierre Lambert cost me a ring.
That's exactly it. Pierre Lambert cost the boys a ring.
Yeah, you'd have 2.
Mellor should have 2 because of that.
All the boys right here should be showing our rings right now.
What kind of finals doesn't have video review? I never heard that. At the end of the day, D.
So, DJ, on a serious note, are you going to organize an alumni event for 2016 team?
I'd love to. I would absolutely love to, and I think the fans would love that too.
Start it off, Deej.
I'll tell you who would love it, Jimmy Hop.
Billy Higgs.
Higgy.
Oh, I love Billy, man.
Love him.
Never forget my first week there when Bakes is like, hey, go get a case of Mountain Dew and a couple taco bags. Bring it to Billy, and you'll be good. You'll get any sticks you want the rest of the year. I went right to the taco bag place, got 3 of them, right to his office. Here's some Mountain Dew, code red, and here's a couple taco bags.
Did it work?
Amazing.
Worked like a charm.
I brought him coffee for a week, and I brought my own sticks, and he still wouldn't give them to me.
No.
I like coffee.
No.
And I go, hey, can I get a
coffee?
Hates coffee.
Can I get a Git shirt? He goes, yeah, here, come in. He I see him just scrolling over the Penguin stuff, and then I look down, and he just gives me one with holes in it, and he's like, here, no logo, no nothing.
Warrior dry fit shirt.
Yeah.
He's just like, here, this is what I got left. And I'm like, I just seen you go through the full thing with all the Penguin stuff. I'm like, come on, give me some good stuff.
The Spider's the man, dude. There's no one better.
What's the next question here?
Well, I was gonna say that's kind of a perfect lead. They're just kind of talking about you guys want to come back for a reunion, the fan support. I mean, you guys saw it coming back from South Carolina with the police escort. People on 9 o'clock in the morning on a work day are out there waiting for you guys to get back. You had the send off over at the island. Just the impact that the fans had on you and you had on the fans, it clearly was a special year and a special time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So,
Go, Fra.
you guys, you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Frank. Yeah. So you know what, DJ? I mean, they will obviously speak on behalf of everybody else, but I've now been on the side of the business side and the player side of playing, and I've never seen a team at a city like coincide and just have a bond like we had in Wheeling in 2016. It's like, I mean, it's absolutely unheard of, and it's probably like a very easy thing to say. People think that, oh, like it happens regularly, but it does not happen regularly, and it was a very special thing that we had.
Yeah, like from that too is like when we got off the bus and like everybody was there. There's not many places that you go where you hop off the bus and the fans are taking your gear off the bus and like bringing it down to the dressing room and unpacking your gear for you. Like you never see that anywhere else. But I mean, Wheeling was such a unique place where, you know, we get off and usually, you know, the equipment managers and the training staff all usually take care of your gear and the players bring it down. But everybody wanted to lend a helping hand, and that's kind of what Wheeling was all about, was just like every person there was looking out for everybody else. And that's kind of what made it, you know, special, whereas it's not like other places. Everybody's a little bit unique, and it worked out for us.
I think you can speak to, you know, Cap can speak to it a little bit more than I can, but like, you know, I think we kind of like felt like we embodied the city. We embodied, you know, and I think they kind of felt like we embodied them, and it was kind of like, it was one sort of thing. We were all one, you know. You went out during the playoff run and we were at, you know, later Alligator or any, the Soup Shack or any place, and you kind of felt, you know, you felt the city abuzz, and that was special. And, you know, you're not going to find that in many places, whether it be NHL, AHL, ECHL, or overseas. And it's just kind of like that special run, that special bond we have with the city will live forever. And that's, you know, something I think I know I will. I don't know, you know, I'm sure everyone else will, but, you know, I'll take that forever. Is like, you know, we were one with the city. We were one with the city of Wheeling, West Virginia. And, you know, forever when you hear, you know, Country Roads, you know, I know everyone else, you know, you belt it out, but I hear that song, or I hear any song that mentions West Virginia, and I'm going to belt it out because I know I'm one of them. Like, we're all in one. We're all in this together. It's just, you know, you feel that. You feel like that's your second home, basically.
For sure. I agree.
Well said.
Easily, Derek. Are you kidding me? Then West Virginia is fantastic. Everything about it. I don't think anything any one of us could say, we wouldn't have a bad word to say about it.
No,
I was talking with Bracer the other day. Go ahead, JB.
Yeah, like I'm just saying that as soon as you guys hear that song, you immediately go back to that moment, like you guys were hanging out together. I think that's what means everything with like what we brought together, and the fact that like one song can bring us into something that just like into like another. I mean, just into something that we just felt that was so special to all of us. So
Well, one song took us from November right through to the Kelly Cup Finals.
Exactly. I think that's a huge thing. Like,
I think there was probably 2
And-
music videos made about that song too.
I still have it memorized.
Let's hear it, Johnny.
Sing it for us.
Let's hear it, Johnny.
Credits. When we roll the credits, we can sing it.
Yeah, we're all gonna sing it.
Exactly. Dean should put the YouTube video up at the end of the video of that song, man. That's hilarious.
For sure.
Well, I think we've kind of illustrated just how close this team was throughout the year, the different moments that really bonded you all together from start to finish. And I think ultimately that's what pushed you guys to as far as you did. Anytime adversity came, it's like you guys looked at it and was like, oh, yeah, well, watch this. We're going to go ahead and prove you wrong on that. And I think that's ultimately you guys were as tight as you were, and that's what got you to 14 wins in the playoffs.
Like what group stays connected like we have?
Yeah.
Win it all. Like the Allen Americans having Zoom calls or Snapchat groups or messaging groups and still contacting each other and talking about the year. And
we partied harder after.
I think speaks volumes as to like all of us.
Great point awards. Great point awards.
Yeah. We partied harder than them, and we lost.
Oh, yeah.
We saw them out in Allen that night, and we were
That was sick.
partying harder than them.
That was sick.
We took the Eastern
Shinner has a
Trophy.
really good kick.
Yeah, that
Shinner has a good swift kick.
Dude,
We had
went
the
into
guys.
that
What was
bar-
it?
Ask Seamus.
Bar and put like $100 in the jukebox only on John Denver.
Country Road.
Country Roads, baby. Country Roads.
And it played Country
They
Road.
closed
for
the bar
3
down.
hours
We stayed
straight.
for 2
People were
extra
walking
hours
from
singing the song.
their winning bar
Yeah.
over to ours. That was tight.
That was it, Sterney. That speaks volumes, man.
Dude, it was
when a team that wins a championship and you have half their guys trying to get into the bar that we had set up, pound sand, bro. Your team sucks. Your team sucks. Like you,
So
you
here I am.
Fantastic.
I'm belting this before it ends. I'm belting the whole song.
Yeah, for sure you are, man. I know.
Nothing to ruin this video. Moving with a girl, up in submarine. If I don't clean up, she gets real mad at me. So here I am on a Friday night, doing all my chores just to avoid a fight. And the dishes they won't do them himself. So Shane washes on, Shane washes on. After all my chores, I went to go play pro. They said it would be fun, it's the only way to go. Packed up my stuff, off to West Virginia. Harry got the next flight out to Costa Rica. Now I'm living in the wheel by myself. Shane washes on, Shane washes on. I called her on the phone, said it'd be nice to see ya. Before the dial tone, she said bring her finita. Now I'm drinking beer, feeling sorry for myself. Right hand surgery's got me put up on the shelf. Now I'm under the aisle for 21 days. Yeah. And Shane washes on, Shane washes on. Now our coach is mad, says everyone's for sale. But we ain't going nowhere, cause we're the nail. My hand's healing up, I ain't gonna quit. Driven by my dream to win a championship. And I won't retire till I win that Kelly Cup. Shane wants that cup, Shane wants that cup.
Shame-o second.